So thank you, and you're up next.
I'm not real sure what to say here other than Lemmy was somebody that I just feel so honored to have been friends with. And I met him at a time when Motörhead was one of my favorite bands, and a couple of us from Guns N' Roses in '87 in London for the first time, and got invited down to Motörhead's studio to meet the band. And I was really fucking intimidated. I was like, this guy who had this image of being, very hardcore and so on and so forth. And we, of course, had that sort of hardcore image, and I didn't know exactly what to expect. I walked in and was very graciously accepted by Lemmy and company, and we headed off after the session to St. Moritz, and we've been friends ever since. And he was just such a fucking great example of, what most of my peers all want to be. Somebody who was like true to his school, had more integrity in one finger than, a room full of rock and rollers, and straight up honest, 100% loyal, and just all these really fine attributes in a guy who had this very sarcastic and very, as it was said earlier, there's a northern sense of humor. And I just love the guy a lot, and I'm going to miss him a lot. But, all things considered, he did live the way, his life the way that he wanted to. And I remember when I decided, after years of struggling, that I was going to get, I got sober. And the first time I saw him, and I didn't have a flask of Jack Daniels in my jacket, because that's how we used to always greet each other. He was actually very disappointed. It's the only thing I felt bad about getting sober. Anyway, so just, Lemmy, I love you, we love you, and what a fucking great example of rock and roll. And I'll always have that, and his music and his personality and all that stuff will last forever. So God bless.